1867, the year Canada was founded. Canada Post? Who cares about Canada Post? Well, in the early days of our country, postal mail was the only way that people could communicate across large distances. Along with the railway, it was a foundational piece of our national infrastructure, enabling cooperation and commerce across our vast country through efficient service and strong privacy protections. Here's how it worked. When Marie wanted to send a letter to Alexander, she would pass it to the Postmaster General, who would get on his fastest horse and hurry away to New York. There, he would pass the letter to another courier on their way to Chicago, who would share it with their ally Norm for safekeeping. And from there, it was just one quick horseman before it would be delivered directly to Alexander back in Canada. Wait, something isn't right here. That didn't happen in 1867. Happens now, in 2016, with our digital communications. We like to think of the internet as a cloud, but most of it relies on a select few buildings, called internet exchanges, that connect the most important internet cables together. Those cables are owned by a handful of companies who make private arrangements to determine who carries our communications. So, when a message needs to go from point A to point B within Canada, it's often routed through the United States before being delivered to your neighbor. This is called boomerang routing, and the motivation for it is largely financial or political. So, who cares? Well, when Canadians communicate amongst themselves in Canada, their privacy is legally and constitutionally protected. That's why people can go to jail if they willfully intercept your mail. But when our communications bounce through the US, they lose these Canadian protections. In fact, the NSA has several programs in place that are specifically designed to intercept, collect, and store all of these communications. They don't just do this to catch criminals. They have a long history of sharing information from espionage to help US businesses beat out foreign rivals. Everything from the websites that you frequent to your sensitive medical records, bank information, personal mail, and corporate secrets can be targeted and collected. There's a reason that personal privacy has been cemented into our postal system for so long. With the internet being the most fundamental piece of our national communications infrastructure, shouldn't it be similarly protected? No matter who you are, where you are, or what your political stripes, these issues affect you. Thankfully, a group of really smart researchers, developers, and advocates from U of T, OCAD University, Open Media, and more have come together to help Canada tackle this problem. Knowing is half the battle. This is why we've developed a tool called IXmaps to comprehensively study how our traffic is being routed. Click here to learn more.